Welcome to practice week 4 of the Tapas Series, you could call it, and well done if you've been able to follow through with the practices. Today's practice is building on again from last week's practice, doing similar poses, introducing a bit more flow and fluidity within the class. Focusing, I guess, more on this class on building a bit more heat inside the body. Do what you can. I always suggest and always encourage listening to your body and listening to where you're at in your state. I also invite this gentle reminder that it's okay to sit in discomfort, and it's okay for the breath to maybe increase, and it's okay for your heart rate to increase and the breath to feel maybe a little shorter. It's all a part of the process, knowing that the breath won't always be this way. We will bring it back down to a much slower and calmer breath, and sometimes it's important for us to pick the tempo up a little to bring it back down. So yeah, that's all. We're going to begin standing in today's practice. So just come to the top of your mat. Straight away, big toes touch and heels have space. Arms come down by your side. Relax your shoulders down away from the ears. Palms face forwards. Maybe close down the eyes just for a moment here to arrive and land here in this moment. So connect with your breath. Notice how the breath is flowing in and out your nose. Allow yourself to be present. Focus on your breath. Focus on your breath so much so there is nothing else that can take your attention. Within practice, we take the same intention that when the mind wanders, when we lose focus, come back to the breath. Continue to come back to the breath again and again. Draw your hands to your heart center in Anjali Mudra, prayer hands. Bow the forehead down towards your fingertips. Open your practice with an intention that you may like to set. And then take a full body breath in, seal that intention. Open your mouth and let that intention go. Lift the head, blink the eyes, open, Surya Namaskara A. Arms reach up, gaze towards your thumb, take a breath in. Uttanasana, fold over your legs, release the head, slow breath out. Ardha Uttanasana, take a halfway lift, your spine is long, and then step back to a high plank, breathing out. Just take one breath in, high plank, draw your navel in towards your spine, and then lower your knees, bend your elbows with control, supported chaturanga. Point your toes, press your hands into your ground, chin, chest lifts, modified up dog, softening your hips, and then tuck your toes. Press your hands into the ground to lift your hips, downward facing dog on a slow, steady breath out. Stay in your downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Spread your fingers wide. Press your hands into the ground. So press forwards and down. And think about lengthening your spine, so sending your hips back. Last breath. Exhaling, looking forwards, and then stepping to the top of the mat. Big toes touch, heels have space. Take a halfway lift, breathing in. And then folding over your legs. As you breathe out, release your head. Arms reach up. Inhale, Uttanasana, gaze to your thumbs, lengthening your side body. Then hands come to your heart center, Samasthiti, to Tadasana, mountain pose. Second round, inhale, arms reach, Urdhva gaze up. Exhale, fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Take a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, spine long, inhaling. Plant your hands, step back to a high plank. Either lower your knees or stay lifted as you exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. With control, on your inhale, lift your chest forwards and up for your up dog, modified or full. And exhale, your hips glide back, downward facing dog as you breathe out for 3. 1, 2, looking back towards your navel, so release your head, relax your neck. 3, look forward, step, top of your mat. Toes, big toes touch, heels space, halfway lift, inhale. Then fold over your legs, Uttanasana. Exhale, release your head. Ground into your feet. Urdhva arms reach up, gaze to your thumbs. Samasthiti, hands to heart center, arms by your side, Tadasana. Third round, Urdhva reach up, breathe in. Uttanasana, fold, exhale over the legs. Ardha Uttanasana, a halfway lift, a long spine. Chaturanga Dandasana, step or jump back, lower with control, knees or toes, on your breath out. Up dog, sweep forwards and up, lifting the chest, chin, maybe the gaze looks up. And then on your exhale, your hips glide back as you press your hands forwards and down into the ground, downward facing dog. 1, 2, 3, look forwards, empty lungs, step to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, breathing in. Forward fold, breathing out. Rise all the way up, Urdhva arms reach, look up. Samasthiti, hands to heart center, arms by your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. Last round, inhale, reach the arms, look up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Breathe in, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe out, Chaturanga Dandasana, step or jump lower with control. Up dog, breath in as you open the chest, lift the chin, look up. Downward facing dog, your hips glide back as you slowly breathe out. Stay in downward facing dog for 3 steady breaths. 1, looking towards the navel. 2, 3, look to the top of the mat, empty lungs, step. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, on your breath in. Uttanasana, fold over your legs, breathing out. Rise all the way up, Urdhva your arms reach, your gaze follows. Samasthiti to Tadasana, mountain pose. Pause here. Take a full breath in from the feet to the head. And a slow and steady breath out. Bend your knees, chair pose, arms sweep up and overhead. Biceps in line with ears, and think about drawing your thumbs backwards. Allowing the hips to lower, to sink a little. Just making sure there's no arch in your lower back. So can you think about drawing your tailbone down or drawing your navel in towards your spine? Take one more full breath in. Maybe you look up towards your thumbs. And then on your exhale, Uttanasana, fold over your legs, lift your hips. Take a halfway lift, breathing in, spine's long. And then step back to downward facing dog on your breath out. Take one breath in, downward facing dog. And then stay for your breath out, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. And then step your right foot forwards, top of the mat next to your right thumb, and lower your left knee with control. Stay here as you lift your chest forwards and up. And then exhale, hips back, half split, right toes draw up towards your chest. Inhale, bend into your right knee. This low lunge with the fingertips on the ground. And then exhale to your half split as you send your hips back and draw your right toes up. Low lunge, coming forwards, bending the right knee. And then pyramid pose, extend both legs and lift the hips up. Take a halfway lift and hands come underneath your shoulders. Find length through your spine. So crown of the head draws forwards. And then fold over that right leg. Drawing your chin towards your shin. Think about drawing that right leg back into your right hip socket and drawing your left hip forwards. Take a full breath into the back of your body and a slow breath out. Bend your right knee, runner's lunge. Start to walk your hands forwards to the top of your mat. As you reach your hands forward, shift your weight into your right leg as you start to lift your left leg up and off the ground. The supported warrior 3. And then come high onto your peace fingers. So high onto your peace fingers, and that left foot, can you flex it? So the left toes are drawing towards the mat. And just check that that left leg is straight. So like you're pressing against a wall with the sole of your foot. Maybe extend through that right leg and lengthen through your spine. Crown of the head draws forwards. One more breath in the supported warrior 3. And then on your exhale, bend your right knee to step your left foot far back. Lower your left heel and rise to your warrior 2. Open the chest, reach the arms. Right arm forward, left arm back. Turn your chest to the left and then turn your right knee to the right, or draw it to the right. It's opposite action here. Now fully focus your eye gaze over that right middle finger, your drishti. Relax your shoulders. Stay low in your legs. 3 more steady breaths. Feel into your warrior 2. 1. 2. 3. Flip and reverse. Right arm reaches up, left hand reaches down. Stay low in the legs. Feel stretch down your right side body. And then exhale, hands come down. Frame that front foot. Step your right foot back, high plank. Knees or toes lower halfway down with control. And then sweep the chest forwards and up, modified or full up dog, your back bend of choice. Tuck your chin to your chest as you lift your hips, gliding them back to downward facing dog, and stay for 1 breath here. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Point your left toes back and up. Then look forwards and step your left foot to the top of the mat. Lower your right knee with control. Keep your chest lifted forwards, and then the chin lifts slightly up as you come into this low lunge with the fingertips on the ground. Taking a breath in here. And then on your exhale, send your hips back and draw your left toes up towards your chest. Again, low lunge, coming forwards, bending the left knee. And then exhale, hips back, left toes draw up. Low lunge, shift the weight forwards. Pyramid pose, press through your fingertips to lift your hips. And then walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Take a halfway lift. So again, that action of drawing the crown of the head forward to find length through your spine, and then refold over your left leg, thinking chin to shin. That same action, drawing that left leg back into the left hip socket and the right hip forwards to the front of the mat. A slow, steady breath here. Can you breathe into the back of that left leg, breathe into the back body, and a steady breath out. Bend your left knee, runner's lunge. Start to walk your hands forwards. Shift your weight into your left leg as you start to hover and lift your right leg up off the ground. Come on to your peace fingers, the tips of your peace fingers. And then just look back to see if that right leg is straight. Straight, lifting the right kneecap, flexing the right toes, so spinning that right pinky down towards the mat. And then maybe extending through that left leg fully. Crown of the head drawing forwards, take a full breath in. And then bend your left knee as you step your right leg far back. Lower your right heel and then rise to your warrior two. Turn the chest to the right and extend your arms long. Allow the hips to soften as you bend into that left knee. Shoulders relaxed. And then can you gaze your focus over that left middle finger? Really imagine you're reaching your left arm forward and reaching your left arm back. Three more slow and steady breaths here. Feel into warrior two. 1. 2. 3. Flip and reverse, left palm flips, reach your left arm up and right hand down towards your right calf. And then turn your chest to face the front, plant your hands, left foot steps back, high plank, lower your knees or keep them lifted, chaturanga, halfway lower with control. Modified up dog or full, the chest lifts, the chin maybe lifts, maybe the gaze also. And then downward facing dog, your hips glide back as you breathe out. Take one slow breath in and a slow breath out. Look to the top of the mat, walk your feet or step top of the mat. Halfway lift, breath in, fold over your legs, breath out. Rise all the way up to standing, arms reach up and overhead. And then draw your hands to your heart center, arms by your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. Breathing in and a slow breath out. Bend your knees, hands come to heart center. Allow your hips to lower further towards the mat. Arms reach up in line with your ears. Thumbs draw back towards the back of the mat. Maybe gaze up to the hands, full breath in. Uttanasana, lift the hips, forward fold, breathing out. Halfway lift, inhale. Step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana, lower with control, exhale. Up dog, modified or full, breath in. Downward facing dog, hips back, breathing out. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog, point your right foot back and up. Step your right foot to the top of the mat, lower your left knee with control. This time sweep the arms up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge, breathing in. Pyramid pose, fingertips come towards the mat as you extend the legs and lift the hips, breathing out. Bend your right knee as you lower your left heel, rise to warrior two. Extend your front leg, reach your right arm forwards and down, triangle pose. Right hand can come to shin, ankle, or maybe it hovers just off the top of the ground. Open your chest to the left, maybe gaze up to that left thumb. Take one more breath here. And on your exhale, look down. Bend your right knee, reach your left arm up and overhead. Extend your right arm in line with your right ear, and then start to turn your chest to the right. Lift your left heel up off the ground, and then reach your thumbs up towards the sky. Extended arrowhead. Start to shift your weight into that right foot as you hover and lift the left leg up. Warrior three. Take a full breath in. And then hands come down. Step your left foot to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Breathing out. Bend the knees. Chair pose. Arms reach up overhead. And then extend your legs. Hands come to heart center. Samasthiti to Tadasana. Mountain pose. Bend your knees. Hands come to heart center. Can you allow the hips to sink a little deeper? Then reach the arms in line with your ears, drawing your thumbs back towards the back of the mat. Take a breath in, maybe look up between your hands. And then breath out, lift the hips, Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway lift, long spine, breathing in. Step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana, lower with control as you breathe out. Inhaling to your up dog or back bend of choice. And then exhaling to your down dog, hips back, take one breath in. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Point your left toes back and up. Step your left foot to the top of the mat and lower your right knee with control. Arms reach, Anjaneyasana, maybe the gaze follows. And then pyramid pose, fingertips come down, extend your legs and lift your hips, folding over that left leg. Bend your left knee, warrior two, rise, open the chest to the right. And then Trikonasana, extend that left leg, reach that left arm forwards and down, right arm reaching up to the sky. Left hand can come to that shin or ankle. Remember, that is always an option. Think about turning your chest to the right. Take another breath here, maybe look up to that right thumb. And then on your breath out, look down and bend your left knee. Extend your right arm up and overhead, left arm up towards your left ear. Start to turn your chest to the right as you lift your right heel, and then ground into that left foot as you start to reach forwards and extend that right leg up and back. Full warrior three. Can you extend that left leg? Breathing in. And then exhale, fingertips come down. Step your right foot to the top of the mat. Fold over your legs as you breathe out. Bend your knees, chair pose, arms reach up, biceps in line with ears. And then extend your legs, hands come to heart center, Samasthiti, arms by your side, Tadasana. Stay for a breath here. Bend your knees, Arms reach up, chair pose. And then keep your hips low as you draw your hands to your heart center and turn your chest to your right, hooking the left elbow outside that right leg. Press your right hand into your left as you turn your chest. Maybe gaze up and over that right shoulder, making sure that the knees are evenly pointing forwards. Take another breath here, staying for the exhale. Then start to shift your weight into your right foot, and then lift your left foot off the ground as you point your left toes and draw your left heel in towards your buttocks. Slowly, with control, can you step your left foot far back? Left ball of the foot meets the mat. Turn your chest to the right. Revolved lunge. Or twisted high lunge. One more breath here. Hands come down, chaturanga, step your right foot back, lower with control. Up dog, modified or full, inhaling. And then downward facing dog, hips glide back, exhaling. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog, breath in. Step your right foot to the top of the mat, warrior two, lower your left heel, rise, inhale. Triangle pose, extend your right leg, right hand comes down, left arm reaches up. Look down, bend your right knee, reach your left arm overhead, reach your right arm in line with your right ear, and then turn your chest towards the ground and lift your left heel. Take a breath in, lift your thumbs back towards the sky. Shift your weight into that right foot as you lift the left leg up, warrior three. And then exhale, step your left foot top of the mat, fold over your legs. Chair pose, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Stay here for one breath in. Staying for your breath out. Bend your knees, arms reach up, chair pose, inhale. Hands come to heart center, turn your chest to the left, right elbow outside the left knee. Staying here, revolved chair. Left hand, can you press it into your right hand and turn your chest to the left. Maybe gaze over that left shoulder. Making sure those knees are still evenly pointing forwards. Hips are lowering a little bit more. One more breath in. Steady breath out. Then look down towards the ground and shift your weight into your left foot to start to hover your right foot off the ground. Point your right toes and draw your right heel in towards your buttocks. Begin to step your right foot back towards the back of the mat with control, lowering. Revolved lunge, twisted high lunge. Stay lifted. Keep the chest turning to the left. One more breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana. On your breath out, left foot steps back, lower with control. Up dog, back bend of choice, inhaling. Down dog, hips back, exhale. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog, point it back and up. And then step your left foot to the top of the mat. Warrior two, rise, inhale. Triangle pose, exhale, left hand down, right arm reaches up. Bend your left knee, right arm reaches overhead, left arm reaches in line with left ear. Start to turn your chest towards the ground, lift your right heel. Shift your weight into your left foot as you reach forwards and lift the right leg up. Warrior three, breathing in. Then exhale, right foot steps to the top of the mat, breathing out. Chair pose, inhale, arms reach, breath in. Hands to heart center, extend your legs, breathing out, Samasthiti. Close your eyes. Take a steady, full breath in from the base of your feet all the way up to the crown of your head. Slow down your breath. Bend your knees, revolve chair pose, twist to the right, left elbow, outside right knee. Press the hands in towards each other as you turn your chest to the right. And then shift your weight into your right foot to lift your left heel up off the ground. Step your left foot far back, inhaling. And then twist one more time as you breathe out. Warrior 2, inhale, left heel lowers, open the chest to the left, extend the arms. Triangle pose as you exhale, right hand down, left arm reaching up. Bend your right knee as you extend both arms up and overhead. And then turn your chest down towards the ground and left hand lowers towards the ground as the right arm now reaches up. Easy twist. Take a full breath in, look up to that right thumb. And come on into your side plank. Right foot can come halfway down the mat for a supported modified version, or that right foot will stack on top of your left, drawing your toes up towards your chest. Option to look up to that right thumb. Final breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana, coming through high plank, bending the elbows halfway lower. Up dog, lift your chest. And down dog, glide your hips back as you breathe out. Take a full breath in here. And a steady breath out. Lower your knees with control and just sit back onto your heels. Hands can come onto your lap, closing down the eyes, steadying your breath. You're welcome to stay here in this meditative pose. Otherwise, we're going into a dolphin pose. Forearms come down on towards the ground. An option is to interlace the hands, ensuring the shoulders, the elbows are underneath the shoulders. So we're going to press our forearms into the ground, press our pinkies into the ground. Tuck your toes and lift your hips like downward facing dog. Option to keep your knees bent as you gently start to walk your feet in towards the elbows, keeping the lift of the hips, or encouraging the hips to be lifted as you press your forearms, press your pinkies in towards the mat. So your head should be hovered off the ground. Strengthening up through our shoulders. Can you steady your breath? So making sure we're not holding our breath. We're finding a smooth and slow breath in and out the nose. One more breath here. If you walked your feet in, start to walk your feet back towards the back of the mat and just lower your hips. Allow your hips to lower towards your heels, and then hands come down by your side. Come into a child's pose, releasing the forehead down towards the mat. And breathe into your back body. Release any tension in the shoulders. And then slowly start to make your way up into a tabletop position. Allow the tailbone to lift as you press your belly down. Chest, chin lifts, cow pose, breathing in. Then press the ground away as you dome your upper back, cat pose, breathing out. Just one more like this, inhaling, cow pose. And then exhale, cat pose. Neutral spine, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Slowly start to walk your feet to the top of the mat. Feet to the top of the mat, big toes touch, heels have space. Bend your knees, chair pose, arms reach up, inhale. Then hands come to heart center, arms by your side, Tadasana mountain pose. Chair pose, reach the arms up, breath in. Hands come to heart, turn your chest to the left as you hook your right elbow outside the left knee. Press the palms in towards each other. And then look down towards the ground. Shift the weight into that left foot as you hover and lift the right foot off, drawing the right heel towards your sit bone, your buttocks. Then step that right foot far, far back, the back of the mat, and then turn your chest, revolve, high lunge. Warrior 2, right heel lowers down, open the chest to the right, open the arms, bend that left knee, lowering the hips. Trikonasana, extend the left leg, left hand down, right arm reaches up. Left knee bends, right arm reaches overhead, left arm reaches up in line with the left ear, and then start turning your chest down towards the mat, pivot your right heel up, and then lower your right hand to keep turning all the way to the left as you reach your left arm up towards the sky. Easy twist. Keeping the right hand pushing into the ground as you come into your side plank, modified or full. That left foot can step halfway down the mat. Or maybe you stack that left foot on top of your right, drawing both toes, feet up towards your chest. Maybe you gaze up to that left thumb, modified or full side plank. One more full breath in, strengthening the side body. Then chaturanga, square off the hips, lower with control. Take your back bend of choice, inhaling. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Take a steady breath in. And a slow breath out. Lower your knees, sit back onto your heels. Hands on your lap. Close your eyes. Take a full breath in. And a steady breath out. Again, the option is always here to stay. If you want to just visualize yourself coming up into a dolphin pose, this is just as powerful as actually doing the pose. So if you stay here visualizing yourself and imagining yourself coming into the pose, there are benefits that will occur in the body. So when you are ready to come into dolphin pose, the memory that you're creating through that visualization will naturally occur. Otherwise, if you're feeling like you've got a bit of strength in you and you're wanting to come into dolphin pose, our last dolphin pose for practice, this time my invitation is for the forearms to be, for the hands to be separated. So the palms are going to be pressing into the ground this time. Same, the forearms will press into the ground, but the hands aren't interlaced. So tuck the toes under and then lift your hips up. You can stay here. Otherwise, the option is to walk your feet towards your elbows. And if you find that you've got tight hamstrings, maybe just bend your knees. Again, pressing your forearms, pressing your palms into the ground. Feeling that strengthening through your shoulders. So your head and your neck, can you relax that? So it should be, your head should be hovered off the ground. Your head is not on the mat. And take a slow and steady breath in. And stay for your breath out. If you walked your feet in, just slowly start to walk your feet back. And then lower your knees, point your toes and send your hips back. If you're in a seated position, you're welcome to meet in child's pose or just stay seated for a few breaths. And then wherever you are, we're going to meet in a tabletop position. So the hands come under the shoulders. And draw the belly down, lift the tailbone, lift the chest, lift the chin, cow pose. And exhale, press the ground away and dome your upper back, cat pose. Inhaling to cow one more time. And exhaling to cat, dome in your upper back. Neutral spine, breath in. And tuck your toes, downward facing dog, breath out. Start to walk your feet to the top of the mat, feet outside your hands. So toes point out, heels point in. Slowly start to lower your hips down towards the ground. Balasana yogi squat. So your hips may be high, your heels may be lifted. All of these options are perfectly fine. Over time, you'll notice that the hips will start to open a little. There'll be a bit more space to be able to lower the hips if they're not already. But really encouraging the knees out by pressing the elbows in towards your knees, and then the knees in towards your elbows. The hands can come to heart center in prayer pose. Open up through your chest, so try and lift your chest wherever you are. Maybe the eyes closed if that feels good. Long spine here. So the tailbone, can you draw it down towards the ground while lifting the crown of the head up towards the sky. Last breath in. Slow breath out. If the hands were in prayer, just release them down so that you can gently lower yourself all the way onto the mat. Feet come forwards, arms reach forwards. Either stay here or start to hover your feet off the ground so your shins become parallel to the ground. Keeping the chest opening, the spine long, and keep lifting up through the crown of the head. If this is enough for you and your breath is able to maintain a steady breath state, otherwise extend the legs long. Maybe point the toes. Breathe for 3, for 2, and 1. Gently bend your knees if they're not already. Allow the feet to lower and just lift up. Hands can come down by your side and extend your legs nice and long. Reach your arms up to the sky. Take a breath in. And then slowly start to fold over your legs as you breathe out, reaching the arms forwards and then allowing the hands to relax down by your legs. Maybe the knees bend so the belly and the thigh connect. And then just relax your head down towards your shins. Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Take a slow breath here. And a slow breath out. Gently start to rise all the way back up. Re-bending your knees, planting your feet, and then rolling all the way down towards the ground. Hugging your knees into your chest once you get there. Maybe a little rock from side to side feels good. We'll take one back bend, bridge pose. The soles of the feet come to the ground, heels come close towards your buttocks. Reach your arms down by your side and then press your heels in towards the ground to lift your hips. Press your forearms into the ground. And again, the options stay here with your arms, or maybe you bend the elbows, lift the hips. Maybe the interlace of the hands under the back felt good. Feels good. if you did it last week. So we squeeze the shoulder blades underneath. We press our pinkies to lift our hips a little bit higher. We're really focusing on opening up the front body, so opening up the chest. One last breath in. If you took the interlace, gently, slowly release that. Allow the spine to roll all the way down towards the ground. Feet come long edges of your mat and knees knock in. Place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart space. Close your eyes. And then breathe into your belly, ribs, heart. Breathe out, heart, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, heart. Exhale, heart, ribs, belly. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Last round, breath in, 2, 3. Slow breath out. Arms come down by your side. Legs extend long. Heels slightly in, toes relaxed, fold out. Palms facing up. And if the eyes aren't already closed, maybe close down the eyes. Shavasana, corpse pose. Fully surrender. Surrender into this pose by letting go. By relaxing your entire body. Can you relax your jaw? Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms, your hands, and all 10 fingers. Can you relax your chest, your belly? Relax your back. Relax your hips, your thighs. Can you relax your glutes and the backs of your legs? Fully relax your shins, your calf muscles, and both feet. Let go completely, relax your toes. Surrender. Allow yourself to fully be. Shavasana, corpse pose. I will bring you out when the time is up. slowly start to bring your awareness back to your breath. Notice the flow of your breath in and out your nose. And then gently inviting small movements, wriggling your fingers, your toes. Gently waking the body back up. As you bend your knees and roll over to whichever side you so choose to come into a fetal position. And beginning to make your way up to comfortable seated position. This can be cross-legged or kneeling. Keeping the eyes closed or in a soft gaze. And drawing your hands to your heart center. Anjali Mudra. Prayer hands. And notice how you feel in this moment right now. Notice your breath. And has anything changed or shifted from when you began practice? Practice is not about forcing and pushing through. It's about meeting yourself where you are. It's about showing up for yourself every day. And knowing that the practice isn't just on the mat. You can continue this practice as you step off the mat. Knowing that the breath is always there to guide you, to focus and bring you back into this present moment you have right here, right now. Bowing your forehead down towards your fingertips, inviting in gratitude. Gratitude for your breath and the life that you are living. Gratitude for all the teachers for passing their knowledge of yoga down. And thanking yourself for being here, for practicing, maybe trying something new. I thank you so much. May you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you live with ease. I send my love and kindness. Namaste.